Hello and welcome back to another character creation video. My name is Lumin and today we're having a look at Monster Sanctuary. Delve deep into the Metroidvania-inspired world of Monster Sanctuary. Explore the expansive lands and call upon your monsters to lend you aid in and out of combat. Use their unique skills to fly, ride, and brute force your way through environmental puzzles and precise platforming. The world is yours to traverse as you see fit. Are you ready to take on the Sanctuary? So yeah, if it wasn't obvious, this is a monster taming and monster fighting platformer that's also a Metroidvania. It's an interesting twist or spin on the tried and tested and well-loved formula. So it's cool. It's something new. I like it when people do new things. In this video, we're going to jump in and just check the character creation and game starting process out. There's just a little bit that you can have a look at. There are a few things that are kind of interesting and obviously important if you want to jump into this game for the first time. If you'd like to do a deep dive to discover all there is to discover, there'll be some links below, and you can, as always, use the timestamps to jump between the different parts of this video. But it is going to be pretty quick, so I don't think you'd need to do that. We're going to get started right away. As you start a new game, you have a few options available here. These options are not on by default. You go into the options menu to enable them, but you can start New Game Plus if you've already finished the regular version of the game. Then you have Bravery Mode, which lets you play with a limited selection of random monsters to test your team building skills. You start with 3 random monsters, and in each area you'll gain 1 random egg from a treasure chest close to the start of the area. You can't gain monster eggs through conventional means, except for certain story events that'll give you eggs. And then once activated, cannot be deactivated, and it's also not recommended for beginners. Randomizer, this is pretty much what it says. All the monsters in the game are randomly swapped around. Once activated, the game mode cannot be deactivated, also not recommended for beginners. Permadeath. Once one of the monsters gets knocked out in combat, it becomes defeated. There's no way to revive a defeated monster except for a Phoenix Affinity or Charged Rebirth. You can still use the exploration abilities of a defeated monster, but not in combat. And as soon as your monsters have all been defeated, Permadeath gets disabled, and they'll all be usable again. So you get to keep playing, basically. Then finally, there's a timer for speedrunners or speedrun purposes. Pretty cool. Once you've done with all of this, and you actually jump in, you get to pick your character. These are male and female. You may not be able to tell by looking at it right here, but the first one with the red is the male character. That's the female character. When you do choose your character, then it'll play like a little cutscene-y, cinematic-y type thing, and it'll show your character sort of up close. Then you can get a good look at what both the male and female characters look like. I'll put a little visual up on the screen that you can see it for yourselves. But there is a difference, even though you can't see it exactly by looking at it from this range. And yeah, even though it's subtle, it is a choice that you get to make. I have been told that there will be more options added to this game in the future for customization of your character, so that's cool. We'll take the male character for now. You enter your name. I will be Lum. Done. Yes. Then once that's out of the way, you get to watch this cutscene here, which I won't spoil for you. I'll skip it. And you get to pick your starter monster. This is the familiar of your bloodline. This brings with it some story elements. It has significance in the world, so don't make the choice too lightly. This is where your character starts. They start their journey with this familiar, and it plays an important part. You have the spectral wolf, the spectral eagle, the spectral toad, and the spectral lion. Each of these has their own strengths and weaknesses. The wolf has water and wind attacks. The eagle has fire and wind. The toad has earth and water. And the lion, fire and earth. Now, as quick descriptions for these, I can tell you that the wolf is basically a strong buff attacker. And he gets stronger quite quickly if the fight keeps going. So he sort of snowballs to a victory for you. The eagle is very much glass cannon, super high damage, but dies quick, which is cool. I like the idea of that. The toad is tanky, got a lot of support abilities, heals and stuff like that, but also debuffs like poison and other goodies like that. And then the lion is sort of similar to the wolf, where he's also sort of a bulky attacker, and he gets stacking buffs as well. So yeah, there you go. Some pretty interesting choices. And once you've done this, you get to jump in and you get to name your your companion, your familiar. And then the game starts in earnest. And that's it. We're at the end of the video. That's all you have for now. I do hope that they keep expanding upon what they've got here. I love the pixel art style. I think it's cool. It's one of these more detailed art styles. So because of the art style, I think that they could do some pretty spectacular stuff with the characters. We've seen this art style in a bunch of games recently. And because it's not so simplistic, there's actually a whole lot of different options that they would have. Different hairstyles, different features on the character and stuff like that could be used. Yeah, it's nice. But as it stands, there are lots of cool options to make the game interesting and fun for you right off the bat. So that's cool. And I'm sure there'll be something here for everyone. Again, it's simple, but satisfying enough, in my opinion, at least. So with all of that said, I'd love to hear from you guys what you think. If you've been playing Monster Sanctuary, it has been out for a little while already. So it is most likely something that you guys have come across. If you've been playing it, let me know. Let me know what you think. Is it worth jumping into, experiencing for the first time? I'd love to hear. You can, as always, check back here soon for more. Give this one a like and share it and do all that other good stuff. Subscribe if you haven't already for more character creation videos. And that's it. I'm done. Happy creating those characters. Happy taming those monsters. And all the rest. Happy that.